Now, we've been playing a couple of games. I know you recently are excited because you finished your first...
Successfully.
Yeah.
I've technically finished multiple...
Completed successfully your first curse
Yes.
in the 7th continent.
Yeah.
How'd that go for you?
A lot of fun. I want to give the game to you so you can complete the first one by yourself, because I think it's actually better that way, because then you can sort of just play on your own speed, learn the game, how the game works, and then really, understand the nitty-gritty. I'm going to give some tips now that shouldn't be too spoiler-free.
Hot tips.
For people out there.
Let's get them.
You're going to love it. I know you will.
Tip number 1.
And then after that, I want to do some of the other curses together.
Okay.
But the first tip, and this is probably the most important one, try to remember things on the map. You're going to have the map disappear, then you can go back there again. And remember where certain things are will make a difference. It could save you from being just enough cards to make through. The second thing is hunting spots, which goes to the first one. If you find a hunting spot, that's one of the most important things, I think, for me. Because that's really how I refilled my deck, was being able to get a bunch of meat to eat, in essence. So those were just all right, this is a hunting spot. From now on, I know in the general map area, there's a hunting spot here, here, and here. When I'm low, I got to make beeline to those spots.
Okay.
Those are some of the big things. And the other thing is, don't assume that just because you saw the card before, it acts the same. There was an event where I'm like, oh, this is fine. I did this before. No, it actually had different numbers. They actually have different things. So be prepared on that.
You talked about, remembering where things are and paying attention to the map. Would you recommend note-taking?
You could, yeah. I remembered how the general map looked. I'm a good visual learner, so I knew the island was sort of shaped like this. I know there's a hunting spot down here in the forest, one up there in the desert area, something like that. Those aren't actually the map layout in the game. I just use the example of terrain because learning to find it on your own.
All right, so those are your hot tips. Take those to the bank.
Yeah, those are really big. And also, depends on all the players. We've only seen 4. I've only seen 4 so far because I did one with the multiplayer.
You've only seen 4 what?
Characters.
Oh,
so
okay.
they have personal cards. And I know the one I really enjoyed because he had a lot of healing stuff. I did no peeking when it said make a choice, with the exception of one card and I want to explain now because it's hilarious, was if you can speak German, take this, otherwise take this. And I looked at my character card because I thought I was referring to that. I'm like, well, he's from here. I don't think so. I look at the other characters. None of them talk about speaking German. I'm like, okay, this I gotta know. The other card is in German.
All right.
So that was amazing.
That's a step beyond. I took German for 2 semesters.
Yeah, you might be able to.
maybe I could decipher something.
But yeah, overall, having the single player was so much fun too because you can have more. So you get to, instead of, I think the 4-player you're allowed 1 item to have. This you're allowed 4, so you can be like, oh, I'm stacking all these great items. I have a club that's also a trap. That's also all this crazy stuff. Overall, just such a great experience. I might need to get those sleeves from their new Kickstarter now because I'm like, man, you just shuffle that.
And that just ended, their big new Kickstarter. So unfortunately, if you missed out on that, you got to wait around a while for the next one.
They do. I know a lot of things now do late backers, so you might have a chance there.
Could be. Check it out. Well, I'm super excited to try it.
If you enjoyed this video, it was just a snippet of our full-length podcast, which you can find on our YouTube channel every week. So please go ahead, like, and subscribe for more board game-related content coming at you in the future.
And don't forget to check out RollForCrit.com, where we actually sell a lot of the games we talked about, as well as post news and all our other videos. Until then, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit.